think we're going to try to work two problems in this video here. Okay, so we better get started. Let's say we're given 2x plus 5, and that's going to be equal to 40 plus 25x minus 6x squared. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get this thing into standard form. That's like the first thing. And since we have a coefficient over here, it says negative 6x squared, or you can interpret that as minus 6x squared, what we're going to do is we're going to take this over to the left, which means we're going to add both sides. We're going to add 6x squared to both sides. So that's going to give us 6x squared, rewriting, all right, plus 2x plus 5. Right, I'm just rewriting this part here, is equal to 40 plus 25x. All right, so all we did was we just basically took that over here, right? But technically we added 6x squared to both sides. Well, we can't really, on the left-hand side of the equal sign, we can't collect up any like terms. All the terms are different, but what we can do, and let's go ahead and do this all in one fall swoop. We're going to subtract 40 from both sides. In other words, take the 40 over. And also, while we're at it, we're going to take that 25x over also. So in other words, we're subtracting 40 from both sides, and we're subtracting 25x from both sides, but I'm not actually writing out all those steps. You should know how to do that by now. Okay, so we're going to have 6x squared plus 2x plus 5 minus 40 minus 25x. And remember, it's all equal to 0, which I ran out of room. Okay, so now what we can do is look at all our like terms. Well, we don't have any other terms that has degree 2, so we'll just rewrite that. But what we do have, we'll use a different color. We've got a 2x and a minus 25x. Okay, so we can go ahead and go 2 minus 25, which is going to give us negative 23x. And then we have, we'll do a different color here, 5 minus 40, which gives us a negative 35. Negative 35, and that's all equal to 0. Equal to 0. 0. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. First thing I'm going to look at, is there can we factor anything that goes evenly into both 6, 23, and 35? And the factors of 6 are going to be 1, 2, and 3, and it doesn't look like it. It just doesn't look like it. So here we go. We're going to need two numbers now that multiply together that gives us 35. And, you know, 7 and 5, I guess, are the only two numbers besides 1 times 35, but 7 and 5, we're going to try them out. So let's rewrite 6x. We know there's going to be an x there. Set it equal to 0. So let's look at our possibilities. We can put a 6 here and a 5 here. Well, hold on, wait a minute. 6 and 5 is 30. What am I thinking here? It's 7 and 5, not 6 and 5. 7. We'll try 7. So 6 times 5 is 30. And 30 and 7, 30 minus 7 is 23. Huh. So this will have to be a minus, and that'll have to be a plus. So negative 7 times positive 5 is negative 35. 6x times 5 is 30. So, yep, that's it. I think I just got lucky on that one. Yes, I did. Huh. Okay, so let's take this term, set it equal to 0, 6x minus 7, and solve for x, and then x plus 5. Okay, what are we doing now? Let's take, well, we're solving for x in this first linear equation, and that's going to give us x is equal to 7/6, right? Add 7 to both sides and multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 6, which is 1/6. And then x is equal to, obviously, negative 5. All right, so our solution set is 7/6. Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Negative 23x 30 minus 7. Uh-oh. Yes, you probably saw that, and you were screaming at me, weren't you? I was looking at that going, something's not right with this picture. Okay. Yeah, what was I thinking? That's negative 30 plus 7x is negative 23. All right. So that should be a plus sign. I don't know. Something wasn't looking right there. There we go. So that's a negative. And that is, we wouldn't write a positive sign there. We just don't write anything at all. Okay, so the solution set, negative 7/6 and 5. Of course, when we would have went up here and checked our work and plugged it back in, you know, so it would have been correct. So we knew we'd made a mistake. Well, 7 minutes has rolled by now. I think we'll just call it quits on this one. And I'll see you in the last video.